Probably Manchester United play Crystal Palace at home. These are the 5 things to expect ahead of that game. I'm talking about my tactics, predicted team, and much more. What to expect from Amram. There's a few things I do want to talk about, but let's get straight into it. The first thing, as we always expect, is changes. I think Manchester United at the moment have been struggling with confidence and momentum, and I think 2 clean sheets, 3 wins now. We need to try and build on that. Crystal Palace are a team who we've struggled against previously. But listen, in terms of changes that I would make to this game, I think Onana comes in for Bayinda. I think you take out De Ligt from Maguire just for rotation. You bring Euro in, that right centre-back role from Hazraoui. You put Ahmad in the right wing-back position and you put Delo on the left. Again, Dorgu ain't going to be ready. I don't think he's not official yet at the time of recording. So that would be my back five. A few changes there, but Delo, Martinez, Maguire, Euro and Ahmad. Yes, you can see Mazraoui out there, but I think for the threat, what Ahmad did when he came on is fantastic. And I think you want to see him wide. Obviously, Delo, you have to keep him there. Martinez, his passing, his aggression, his quality on the ball is going to be needed in a game like this. In midfield, I'm going to go Ugarte and Bruno. I think Collier had a very good game against FCSB, but you need Ugarte in a game like this. It's NG. I'm sure he will come back into the team. He had the full game off against FCSB, so just give him some more minutes. And listen, Crystal Palace's midfield is combative. They play some very, very high aggression and high tempo football. And I think you need Ugarte's energy in a game like this. I want to go Bruno next to him. I actually did like Bruno in that deeper position operating. I think his passing, he was more controlled on the ball. I think he has got a bit more legs than MAINOO when he's running back. And I think Bruno deeper is something that we could see Amram utilise quite a lot. We've seen it before. He did it against Arsenal in the Premier League. He has done it before. And I think, listen, Bruno can operate there for now. Now, the 2 inside 10s, the one thing that Amram must do is keep MAINOO in that number 10 position. So I'm going to go MAINOO, Garnacho as my 2 inside forwards. I think MAINOO's a player who isn't had a great sample game or audition against FCSB. I think you just have to keep running with that. Unleash him in the 10. See what he really can do in that number 10 position. It'd be a tough against a very, very tough side. They have a very good defence. But again, you want to see what he can do in a Premier League game. He's all good in the Europa League game. But can he do it in the big Premier League? He's going to have to defend, run back. The full-backs of Crystal Palace will make some big overlapping runs. I want to see Garnacho in that other inside 10. Garnacho is a player who's last few games, he's come on, had some good cameos, got an assist. It was electric when he came on, and you've seen him just build on these performances. He's learning that position. I think in a game like this, we're going to need his quality in 1v1 scenarios. And I think his quality, maybe even get a goal and assist for him. So yeah, and Xerxes through the middle. Højlund cannot start this game. I don't know why really Amram started him against FCSB, but I just want to see Højlund on the bench for this game, maybe come on. But yeah, Xerxes through the middle for me. So that's my team. Number 2, United's threat. I think Ahmad from the right, and I think MAINOO. Ahmad played in that right wing back position when he came on in the game against FCSB, and it just made a total difference. He just, yeah, I'm going to go at you 1v1, and that makes so much difference to Manchester United. He's so just so direct, and that's something that you need from that right wing back position. You're hoping you get that from Dorgu when he comes in as well. But you got to attack Crystal Palace. They play a very similar system and formation to Manchester United. You have to go at it, and I think Ahmad, yes, you understand you want to maybe be defensive with the threat of Eze, but you have Euro there. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would go with that. Now in terms, I'd go Ahmad in that right wing back position. I think Kobe as well, closer to goal. He got a goal in that game. He should have scored 2. I think in a game like this, Kobe is becoming more of a goal threat as you do get him closer to goal. It does make a lot of sense, and I think that's something certainly we can start to utilise and develop with Kobe through that inside 10 position. But yeah, that's United's threat. And number 3, Crystal Palace's threat. Listen, the last 5, they've won 3, drawn 1, lost 1. The last Premier League game they did lose. I remember we played them under Ten Hag. It was 0-0. We did have chances to win that game, and we played some very good football. I think it was Ericsson. We had a good game with Xerxes, Garnacho. Like, listen, we can beat this Crystal Palace side. I know they've been a bit of a tough side for United to play, and they are a very, very good team. But Crystal Palace's threat is Eze and Mateta for me. I know they bring back Munoz, Mitchell, very, very high. But I think Eze, what you can do is those half pockets, that inside 10 position. He's just very good. He can find spaces and cause problems for defenders. So we have to be wary for him. Mateta's just a nuisance, very physical, can get in behind. He scored numerous goals against United before. He's in some great form, so you have to be very, very careful of what he can do in a big game like this. That's why I put Maguire in there, just for that. I know De Ligt's good in the air, but I just think Maguire in a game like this as well for rotation. Now, the fourth thing to expect, I want to keep MAINOO in the 10. I think it's a must in a game like this. I talked about it briefly at the start, but MAINOO in the 10 is absolutely integral. Amorim must do this. He can't allow this to change. We must build it. Listen, it might not work. You might have a poor game and then we just assess it from there, but you just want to see what he can do in a big Premier League game. At least his qualities, his tight control, he's very good at pressing, he's good on the ball, can have a shot. We've seen he can score a goal. And I think that's something that Amorim will and try and do in a game like this. So let's see what happens. I think it's absolutely integral to keep MAINOO closer to goal. I think Bruno deeper with the legs. You got Ugarte feeding him the ball. You got Ahmad on the wing back. You've seen that cross he put in to get Delors the goal. So listen, that's what I want to see. And then through the middle, not through the middle, sorry. The fifth and final thing is the result. Now, listen, Crystal Palace, they lost their last Premier League game 2-1. United won their last Premier League game 1-0. I think there is going to be goals in it. In my preview, I went for a 3-2 Manchester United win. I'm going to keep that result there. I think it is going to be a lot of goals. I think it's a huge opportunity for United to get a win. Bearing in mind, Crystal Palace are only 2 points behind us. So if they win, they go a point ahead of us. It really is a game to get a bit of points on them. And we don't really want to be creeping down the table. We're probably not going to get Europe spots. But again, you just want to see us keep progressing up that table as quick as we can. I think the Europa League is really our only chance to get into Europe. But listen, that is the 5 things to expect. It's a huge game for Manchester United. I think you have to expect a tough game. You have to expect a game where, listen, United's form has been poor at home. Crystal Palace will, at times, be a difficult side to come up against. But you want to see Manchester United play our game. I've seen the football progressing quite a bit under Amorim. And we are looking pretty sharp when we do play. So listen, you want to see confidence. You want to see a win more than anything. And you want to see us get some goals at home and ultimately just slowly start progressing and see that vision developing under Ruben Amorim. But let me know your thoughts. They are the 5 things to expect from Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. It's another Premier League game for United. Thanks for watching.